Assalamu alaikum, Bokayi. Welcome back to the Jollof Football Bantaba YouTube channel, the home of Gambian football. It's another Sunday. It's time for the Gambia football show, guys. And Maneko, as usual, my co-host Coach is around, and Space is around as well. Seeing him in the background, I'm sure so settle everyone he will join us along the way. Maybe Buba will join us. I'm not sure, but maybe because Degumoko. But hopefully he will come along the way sometime in the show, guys. You can headline be today is the finals of the FF Cup, TMT FC versus Greater Tomorrow. So the cup will have a new name on it. TMT, of course, last season they were finalists. Unfortunately, didn't go their way. They are back in the finals again. Space amut time naktay foofu la mo wayal ni di dem si pour the finals foofu nonu. But we have a lot to discuss. We have of course the GFF League season the jeex na second division bi yéen a ngi gis maa ngi sol Unique Global coach yaa ngi sol Unique Global nga xam ne kon Unique Global toj neen dëkk bi wala on the final day at least. Yeah, it was a big one because it was a tough I think final few weeks for Unique, but finally on the final day of the season they got a big win to secure their status in the second division. So congratulations to my co-host, small Waji, small brother, Coach. Congratulations on keeping Unique in the league. It was a tough one. But ziare na nuyu naa la nakam loolu nañ si laal.
Jamo fay na la de la nuyu di nuyu suma waa ji space borom space TV borom dëkk bi borom Gambian football di leen jaajëfal di nuyu si audience yëpp di leen jaajëfal bu baax a baax a baax di leen asalaamaaleykum wa rahmatullahi taala wa barakaatu. Jërëjëf Thiaw yow da nga mun a tooñ rek waaye tey dafa tombé rek waxante wuñ ko nag su gars yi xam waxante wuñ ko.
waxatoo ñu so
dafa
Unique
tombé
Global ma ne ko
dafa
tey mënu maa
tombé
sol beneen jaasi bu Unique Global su ma gannaaw man fi am nag Medina maa ngi am Medina bëggoon naa sol Medina tamit because ñoom tamit gàcce ngalaama ñoom tamit xam nga they finished second and they are promoted to the first division because xam nga Medina small place la aw ma time week bi sax pour congratulate gars yi ak yéen seen gars yi ak berawul leen Real di Banjul even ñoom bu gars yi win last week week bi nii was a tough one for me. But I will use this opportunity to say congratulations to GPA, of course. I think we did that last week. GPA, we in second division, the first division. Medina finished in second to getting promoted, and Unique, of course. But also all the teams in the GFF female male league. It was a great season. The final game of actually not the final game of the season, but the final game of the regular seasons end today because this is the final game of the cup today. There is of course still a playoffs there for teams to get promoted or but suma waa ji moom xam naa ne lu koy dese bëriwul ay 10-15 minutes rek daf ñoo ñëw bàyyi mooy space mi ngi waajal final bi teg it's a big final today. Space nuyu naa la. Are you ready for the finals today?
Waaye Mr. Cham nuyu naa la bu baax maa ngi laa jaajëfal di jaajëfal suma boss Mr. Che di ko congrats for keeping his team to the second division. And then maa ngi jaajëfal ñëpp ñu ñëw déglu ñu seetaan di leen keep sporting tey nag to be honest it's a D-Day man moom tey aw ma time bu baax maybe next not a little 10 minutes sax naa next 5-7 minutes I'll be leaving. Yeah.
You believe it, and of course, it's not just about the finals. Of course, there is the player of the season for the GFF First Division as well to do. There's a lot of things to do today. So your take, I think the judge will gonna go away. I'm gonna watch you say last final see. But balaa loolu noonu xaaral seeni mu nuyu quick nuyu rek su ko defee yow ñu dugg nga wax ñu about FF Cup final bi and nga wax ñu about player of the season bi loolu ñu si mën a wax rek su ko defee ñu mun laa bàyyi nga dem seeni ziyaare nañ la nuyu ne la naka la.
Yeah, Chama, happy to be back again. Space at Coach Chet, they're currently with us as well. So it's a pleasure to be back again. Yeah.
All right. We had a tragic news on the weekend. People are on the side. That is the basketball teams under 16. Fortunately, there was no casualty in that. But again, whenever Sagan. but I'm happy those kids are back home. But yeah, no, it's a topic for that didn't go by. We will talk about it. As we will after I go discuss after. But firstly, let me take space because you don't have a lot of time today. Squad FM one new finance TMT greater tomorrow. And also so them what we expect from Space TV at the ground. Space, take it from there.
Mr. Chama, Jerejef Sisa Latiabo Solobi. Yeah, it's going to be a tough final, entertaining. Neko final Buyoma because initially can photo na teams in your town final looking at the teams in the league, the likes of Real de Banjul, Fortune, Hawks, you name them. But yeah, they really deserve this because they could teams here. So it's going to be tough. So by health and send to the final. I'm looking at Grade tomorrow. They have a tough journey. Beating teams like Unique Global, Unique. They were in form. Again, let's see, quarterfinals, semi-finals, and they beaten Real de Banjul. Nip for the company tower final. So Grade tomorrow. I'm a very good side, experienced players. But again, I'm talking about experience. I think by TMT, they are one of the most experienced players when it comes to football. Musa Kamara, Musa Kamara have won the FA Cup like 4 times. So they experience in this competition, and they were finalists last season. TMT before losing to Medina United. So it's going to be a nice game. It's going to be a tough game, like I said. Yeah, so we expect anything can be possible to take a game. So yeah, and again, like I said, in the Space TV Cup at GFP, our pull joy for si final bit. Simple the season be at top scorer for maybe before kickoff. So then go joy for nun. We sing the come linyo refer laba. So communicate na access organize for come put guy may time put the possession our bit na 5 or 10 minutes like guy refer back so guy na go. Yeah, it's going to be a nice final. So I'm looking forward to it, to be honest. Right now I'm excited because yeah, I enjoyed GFF League, especially GFF team played. Yeah, I contact the so yeah, I prepare for them for now.
Nange prepare. Che waron gate.
Chama, bugon ate why don't want to sola ya bare because you can around on Monday. Understand?
No,
so
yeah,
I have to be there.
Yeah, wahdik. So come back here. We have the Space TV Jollof Football whatever Player of the Season award, and of course the top leading goal scorer in the GFF First Division, and July Player of the Month award. I know the questions you body and you like look at the Fulenkosi second division, look at the Fulenkosi female football. We wish we could do it everywhere up to the national level. But no, next Space we will have a special program when you're talking about these awards and see how best we can move it forward and all that. So watch out for that program coming your way soon. Space, you still have a couple of minutes, right? Put a little bit on the second division, so then we move on to Che. We were talking about the second division because second division be now. But of course, you have got the playoffs are can you expect all those things? So what can you tell us about the second division season? It was an exciting second division season with players scoring a lot of goals, but let me once said review of the second division season. Even though you follow the first division more, but you know what's going on in the second division as well.
Yeah, Chava, Jerejef, second division digala. I'm going to follow, but I'm more focused on the first division. Probably gonna update here. But the town come follow games in the second division. Excuse me. Yeah, to be honest, second division I'm going to hold championship. That they're tough. It's a tough league. You have to be consistent. Danga wara make sure come every week, every game, danga collect maximum points. So nyake that they difficult because teams in first second. So the moment you drop a point, kuneka second find you your clients account. To be honest, it was a tough game and a tough season for them in teams in the second division. They scored goals because they come even in championship. They score goals, they score EPF, they score. So that's goes to the second division two in the Gambian league here. The league come right now top scorer of 16 league goals, and then Kunaka Sigara 15 Kim 14 more than so. So these players scored a lot of goals. So mula how competitive and how tough the second division is. Yes, to be honest, teams who have come watching it's really tough for them. Like Bawa Bajul, they were in the first division back to back relegation like and then SA also them then that Atlantic Kuda. So making a tour of they difficult but watching them to third division or them second division. Nagajaga sa relegation sa Moneo and then teams who have come promote them by GPA at Medina United, they deserve it. Mandam ko dewa yagara ko fi man team so hamne comme des financial stable comme mun nañu société sen place mun nañu invest ci football ñum la bëgg ko ñu egg ci sur ligue bi ñoo jappalé place mëna jappalé ligue bi because so amut xalé football xaliss la so amut xaliss dafa difficult yo pour nga mëna ab yépp so ba team su relegate yépp loolu la leen disturb bu ba so ma ngay ñaaga rek am nañ gina more investors am ñu invest in football so ma ngay congrats Medina United ak ma ngay congrats ñi tamit moy GPA for make it reach to the fourth division. Yeah.
Yow daal space yow jërëjëf yow xam naa ne time amatul foofu noonu so bi ama laa bàyyi rek nga dem but we will keep in touch of course naa get some update on loolu nekk def after soo demee but yow neen déggoo inshallah all right you have a wonderful day at the park Serekunda is watching the game. Yeah, thank you suma waa ji yaa baax. All right. Che there are space to go about second division B. Lalna his general assessment of the season. You were in the thick of things. You were young ones in the middle of it. In the middle of the season, you joined Uni Global. It was a good experience. I think this is your first year in the GFF Force and second division as a head coach. But how did you feel about this experience? How was the experience?
Well, Chama, it was a mixed feeling experience. It was when I started, it was all going well. Later on, everything Dora did them south. But Alhamdulillah, come go rek yalla defal nañu ba secure nañ safe nañ xam nga waye tamit jangat bu bari la ci am nak waye xam nga lu lepp lañ mëna tok diko wax fini xam nga it was a great experience. It was a lovely experience. And also, Ngapala this opportunity, we'll thank the board of Uni Global, starting with the president, vice president, Mr. Njai, Mr. Fraser, and the board of directors, Lamin Manga, Babu Karan, also the head of admin, Asan Amba. The Njai for support throughout the second round. Understand? They've been there for us morally, financially, they've been there. Things were tough, but they kept on believing. Likewise, the coaching staff, also the players, and especially the players because ñoom ñoo lay duga ñoo lay make a difference ñoo lay daw def lu nekk so leen gàcce kanam di leen jaajëfal rek ne diga appreciate na everyone throughout the season seen jàppale waaw Chama second division na Chama ko spécifié rek it's not easy te waxoon naa ko dina ko waxaat team la gën a sawar rek moo laa gën a am chance win te tamit di jël opportunité di gërëmaale di congratulate sports ak Medina United leen ndokkeel bu baax a baax si seen achievement bi waaye soo baaxee Chama ligue bi dafa yaakaar jël shape de ligue bi top 3 bi dafa yaakaar jël shape de since the first round Medina Port Samba ñoo fa yaakaar nekk since the beginning understand nga although dëgg la man maa ñëw unique we are in 12th position maa jël team bi after my team was 7th position. And unfortunately, after I nominated the coach of the month, so that things take a turn. What is football? It's football. Yeah, why it's one is on channel. It's very, very tough. It's very, very difficult. Wow. The what time spirit time the corrective fire I'm not Lua. Omar Jom 18 goals scored, 18 love. Applied them so aka kini Agibu Diwa, Nunyanyo 15. Level on 15 second place. So I think it was a good competition and also a good experience.
Yeah, definitely. So what is the update on the playoffs because of I think there's still a fourth division team supposed to play a second division group of like 3 teams in the second division, and then there's going to be 4 teams they play playoffs into the fourth division. Anything update on that?
Chama, it is something very important because there can be or there should be a change in the playoffs this season. When you come I'm appeal to the stakeholders. You understand? Whenever you need them technical and not meetings pull structure your league, then you got the wholesale interest. Because each man is out of 4 teams. Then you have a chance that they are not relegate. On Swen League. Second is on 3 teams you relegate direct. Can them playoffs. Look at it. Only 3 teams. You are more relegate. And you 2 them direct can them playoffs. What 3 teams can them playoffs? When you're this in 4 teams will not relegate from the second division. Low to me, it doesn't add up. Regions la benefit because ñom ñi kaas ne 7 regions la te at bi dañuy jox obbi ñaar ben at bi gaay jox crédit bañu area ñaar mota gaay because c'est duñ ko balancer but that shouldn't be the way. Okay, this brings to my next point. Yang what way playoffs chama right now 3 teams are relegated, which is Wabanjul, SAO United and also Rayagna United. 7 regions ñoo compete for sports. But unfortunately, parce que amuñ seen tradition bi jeexut because if you can remember the incident bu happened on Saturday bu mu demee def training ba RFA parce que bi publicize ne ku attend training bi dañ la ban. Understand? And they did that. So teams you guys have 3 or 4 teams you guys ban you ñëw yóbbu court. So court ñu na ngay hold on league bi bañ setul moto bi. So parce que amuñ third division. Good. So we're doing 6 regions notice. So I'm appealing to the federation. Okay. The fact that 6 regions more than 6 regions more for nega, each region by hook or by crook, they want to play a game to make to the second division. They want to play a playoff game to make to the second division. Legally more is very simple. 3 teams relegated direct. Legally 6 what to call it? 6 regions not available. Legally, Nigerian chances you send beer. 3 play plus 3 win. Because you win. Them split second division. Understand? Can if you am 15 position. Ci playoffs for me. Ñu balen guys stay. Man loolu la appel. Parce que man not feeling loolu mo gëna make sense. Although digala lele was written, was agreed and written. Understand? And lele ñoo doxal at bini. But change am na ci digante bi. Te change du fault GFF. Understand? Du faulty second division teams. Fault bi fu mu jógee mooy si regions la jógee. Understand? Legi di foog ne loolu xamul na benn region génn nañ ko léegi playoffs sport bi nañ ko cancel ñu jël 3 sport yi des ñu bàyyi region si gars yi play ko man loolu daal la am pour lu ma wax si wàllum playoffs sport.
So guys, the constitution something interesting too. The constitution doesn't have any catering for in the event that a region cannot get this, a region cannot participate. What do they have a provision for that, or you don't know?
Well, I don't think it's in the constitution. What I understand more ne bu gaay dem ci technical and team management meeting bi before seeing bi ñu def no in the IRUCS ay ñu no fulo gaay discussé. So xel duma de ni regions ñoo non casse ne it's not fair on their side. Understand? At bi ñi am 1 spot but ñi am 2 spot ndé fulo ñi am 2 ñi am 1 spot. Loolu is not fair. Understand? So gaay ñep ñu yokal jox ñaari area yëpp ku nekk mun a am 2 spots so ni ngeen léegi kon li ñu def loolu mooy 3 ñoo relegate kenn dem playoffs loolu la noonu la affaire si ñëwee understand so every year dañuy change I think si biir si competition rules dañuy change.
How about the first division?
First one you can maintain still now last 2 weeks ñooy relegate kenn dem playoffs. So why you change second division loolu la mu understand.
Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah.
Even plus, when no real honest is not fair. Understand? As far as there are 7 regions, yeah, let them compete within themselves. For you mun make. Man lemon so is more. Let lemon so is more. Okay? If mo fa 7 regions la. Pour ñaara sport, 3 sports. Pour 3 sports more available. Naga play ñu leen seen biir 7 regions nañ play ñu leen seen biir ñu boole leen fa.
So basically second division we can do how many teams they relegate automatically? Just one.
They go?
How many teams get relegated automatically? Just one.
No, 2, 3 like this time. 3.
3 get relegated automatically.
Wow.
And how many plays the playoff?
1 team play playoff. Relegation playoff.
Just one team more they have chance to playoff.
Wow.
So it means basically 4 teams are potentially going down from the
exactly.
And then the 3 teams that are coming up is coming from the region.
Probably 4 teams.
But at least 3 teams are guaranteed from the regions, right?
Exactly. At least 3 teams. Wow.
At least 3 teams. Well, I don't know. I think that's a good number. 3 teams guaranteed to come up every single year.
Yeah, but look at I accept 100%. But I'm not my champ. Okay, I'm not kind of more tight. But look at it differently. I don't think it's fair.
Okay,
Joe Alvirijan bi ñaar Joe Alvirijan bi benn. Pour man ñoom leen day play seen biir.
The best teams come. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay,
I get your point. Yeah.
Su dee ko play league format sax single round sax ñu def ko. But understand na challenge yu jeew dey face because of the calendar. But football for example fair. Nañ compete ñoom 7 ñu compete. Ku ci dem ñu xam noonu la. But the regions outside dañ dee feel ne area bi ñoo ëpp dool ñoo ëpp gaay doole. Understand? Which man dama ko the football dal it has to be fair.
Yeah, definitely. You want to get the best teams at the top of the league. That is true. I absolutely agree on that point. Yeah. If the best teams are all in, Como South, then let Como South have the teams. It's not a problem at the end of the day, But the best players, the best teams should be the teams that are represented in the league.
Yeah.
Because what I'm very like we are trying to decentralize football. Football is already decentralized. It's in every corner. Maybe we can do other means of making those places send football be improved now and all that. But at the end of the day, the best teams, I believe, should be the ones that are, because this is the top tier of the league. It's just like the national team, because of like the best players to play for the national team. That is what we cry for every single time. It's not because of we have to bring a player from every corner of the country. It's about having the best players of the country, no matter where they're coming from, to play for the team. That's how a league should be set up. Senio, what's your thought on that?
Yeah, Coach I'm sure the next club management discussion junior whole, they can table that, then we see how it goes. Because sometimes, there are certain teams, the new you get from the third tier of our football, so new to the second division, then they struggle in terms of transportation, etc. So really is a problem. But we need to have the best teams now. They are from the regions, then they come to the second division, because we need to have it more competitive, because it does not help the Chan team as well. So it's important.
Absolutely important. Anyways, we move on yesterday. Yes.
This more inward Simon Suma pyramid more than more Yagawa. The football pyramid. Understand? First division, second division, third division. Understand? The you don't have regional league. Understand? Third division should be the 7 winners of the regions. Each region 7 winners. You 7. You play for league. You win same beer. Understand? Then the top 3 you make it to the second division. Lila Yaga Joy. Guys, never fair. When competitive. GFF, I'm not film for goal project bank. Understand? Okay. At Bini, so you go at Bini, you film no host. Let's say Jar LR no host. You play for games here for you go be LR. I'm not logistically not necessary. It's a challenge. What time they are having money. They are having money. Monies are there. Understand? So let them use that money. You make sure guy honest, Lufia, guy play for league that. 7, you play league for top 3. Hey. When you go play within 2 weeks. Muje.
Yeah, I'm laughing. I understand.
You make sure regions you tell us start send tournament, send league. Understand? Susimili GFF after you muna playoff then go gain second division.
True.
In first season, dañu war a génne playoffs boy na 3 relégué 3A mujjee.
Baru mu straight forward.
Wow. So this one, wow. It's
Standard.
Playoffs. Playoffs. Wow. Qualification playoffs. But muna second division. Qualification playoffs. Understand? Why muna kan yung same team. Diga start 4th, 5th, or 6th. You rent ko. Kena dem. Why 3 mo watch it? 3 mo watch it. Mujhe.
Yeah, format can be improved.
It's not difficult. It's very easy. It's not difficult. It's very easy.
Format can be improved. Yeah. But anyways, new move on. Yesterday, yesterday marked the 5th year since the passing of Gambian legend, greatest Gambian footballer, as many people will say, Alaji Biri Biri, one of the greatest. Sini, you like the history, right? You like the history of Gambian football very well, and I'm sure that you have received a piece or two on him, or at least something about him. Yes, Biri Biri, what the greatest Gambian footballer, like we would say. 5 years since he passed. 5 years gone on it. I still wish that the country, celebrate on Nkini, coming over celebrating. Unfortunately, in that time the means were not available, and then maybe a lot. But he's the greatest, and we will continue to celebrate him. We will continue to talk about him, especially his former club, Seville. They really honor him every single year. They commemorate this great player they had at Seville long time ago. What can you tell us about Biri Biri after 5 years since we lost this great son of the Gambia?
Yeah, Chama, honestly, had it been sent generation had the opportunity, to take the Gambia to the AFCON or even to the World Cup, would have really been huge. But it's live. So wholly, people like us did not have the opportunity to watch him live, But again, the statistics or the stories we had, the indicated that yes, he actually lived up to the task. Understand, And that definitely remind that Gambia as a country, we have to celebrate our legends, particularly when they are alive. Because when there, then we start to say, yes, this is what he has done. We have to show them that we appreciate what you did for this country. So honestly, Islam is huge, and particularly his club in Spain. They celebrate him. They're indicating that he's a huge figure. He's a huge figure. So honestly, as a country, we have to show that we appreciate what you did for this country. But no matter had it been his generation to course to the AFCON or World Cup, Lulu would have been the height of everything for us. But again, he did his part. So you go that continue say that he come and actually during the qualifiers, one of the stands you can name after him. So ultimately is good really, because it's when his legacy continues to live. And it's Njai Yusuf, hopefully, he can do better than the dad, because Leon Burgess is actually continuing the legacy of his dad. So as a country, the message is clear that we have to celebrate our legends, because he's an ambassador. Let me say he was an ambassador, So honestly, coming up where time really flies, but again, you definitely remind that let's celebrate our own.
Let's celebrate them whilst they are alive. Come not go ahead. We were quite young. A lot of clips. Unfortunately, that was the time. But after all those years, this club still, celebrate this, still sing his name in their stadium up to this date. That tell you how gigantic he was at that club, to be honest. So yeah, not go ahead. Like Sufia they said as a come. Che, yo, wa Banjul nga. You will know a lot more about him. You'll be close. At this because you're also if you're Banjul. So, and Banjul is a small community, so we all know each other. But Yeah, one and got 5 years work. The time if I got it, go here, it's very important. They want their celebration neck alive because for 5 years, if you need them, but they won't jail if you neck on the one biri get an aduna. Now 5 years after. Yo, what is your
during the COVID.
yeah, during the COVID it's crazy. It's crazy. What let me say hello, che. Go say yo.
Chama wa li ma se yokkaat rek di wax inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un xam nga ñaari yoon la di ko ñaari yoon inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un parce que xam naa ñu bëri nag gisuñ ko woon si headlines yi sometime last year I think caatam bi dafa gaañu mooy Pamour Soxna jabaram nekk BST moom doomi biir la mooy caatam bi Aïcha moom tamit dafa doon aussi mu far gaañu wala Morocco understand nga xam nga bu wee biir semaine dafa ñëw straight ci moom xam nga di jàlle famille bi yëpp di leen masawu tamit ñoom yëpp xam nga because jabaram suma bàjjan la understand nga yaay Tijaan Jeete suma bàjjan la suñu li ñu xew suñu famille dafay nekk because bañu moom ñëpp bokk lañ xam nga so am nga rek di leen masawaat bu baax a baax caama biiri moom biram nañ ci sawar a wax bi ma ko commencé mooy suma po mu ngee su ko layee daat kamu daa ànduwee football su leen nimal dafa leen nimal Pele number 1 mu ngi la biiri number 2 understand after mu ngi la kii nii naka ki tori sax daat waaye Kenny Dalglish after mu doog a ñëw si ñoom Messi nga moom Liverpool fan la moom old school la so moom tamit lu bëri si biir la lu bëri yëf si biir si moom laa ko xamee how great he was xam nga jaar-jaaram dafa play tey boo time boo jógee soo amutee yéena soo bëggee play first division foog nga play second division by force ñu ngi biir at form 1 xam nga la play first division samedi second division samedi bu set dimanche bu ñu play first division xam nga loolu lu bëri waaye comme ñu yëpp ci programme bi xam nga comme ñu ko waxee he's the Gambia greatest player jamono bu métti woon noonu ak nu mu meloon 76 parce que 80 mu ngi play Europe di play Sevilla eagle guy from second division eagle first division and very is a household name in Sevilla xam nga a great player like Maradona ñëw si club bi ñëw di laajte kuy biiri maa ngi kon kooku ne ku ndaw xëy na nag suñ ko waree wax nag ñu bëri li ñoo wane biiri deful dara Gambia li la nekk di greatest player ñu qualifié of course ñoo def loolu waaye foofu rek du wax bi comme tey kii nii nu taati Chama Ryan Giggs of United xam nga what has he done for Wales Musa guy competition but so Wales greatest players ever he is right up there among the best understand with the likes of Gareth Bale but life moment noonu ku nekk sa génération ak li nga tombé la xam nga so di général Gambia dañ war di ko célébrer saa yu nekk te man foogoon naa ne stadium bi buñ ko rebuild buñ ko refurbish foogoon naa ne nañ fa stadium si bunta bi buddi VIP bi espero na ngay defa stadium o ali soo dugg sax ngay defa comme noonu am na pucco moo ko fa nekkoon waaye fu espero na ngay defa something loo xam ne dafa wane ne biiri xam nga is well respected xam nga si dëkk bi ku ñëw pour sa football Gambia rek suñu main studio di nga ñëw ne wax spécial kan la kii biiri la kii mooy Gambian legend we need to celebrate our legends definitely so like right now maa ngi emotional Cham xam nga bàyyi ma em fii rek ñu gën.
Yeah, before I know about the pictures and the statue and stuff, that is something that we kind of underestimate, I think, as a country. Because stadium, we go renovate it. I don't think they're funding for a lot of pictures. But recently, I made some recommendations from somewhere because I was watching Star TV yesterday, by same program. They were giving some updates about the stadium. Right now, see inside, we see so I walk through the stadium. There's a lot of pictures of legends. Of course, Biri will be there. Now, I don't know fan la ko gaay def comme noko waxee nag suñu benn lu mag nga xam ne ku ñëw rek am ne like this is the guy xam nga those kind of legend he is that type of figure in Gambian football noo ko waxee rek ku nekk ak sa jamono la am na gis nañ fi greatest players yi am na compétition yoo xamante ne gars yi musuñoo dem ba jege di ko win but they are one of the greatest xam nga ku nekk ak sa jamono la daal ak loo fekkee ak sa caat ak loo lifin but the Mark Boom live in football, the Mark Boom live in Seville up to these days, more than 30 years on, they are still singing his name. So that means Seville, everybody will be happy to see this guy, this great guy. We miss him, and we all miss him as well. I hope for him will be another example for Gambia as a whole. Suñu legacy, buñ leen dee fàtte leen dee loon jikal I know he was the one who paved the way, and then hopefully there will be more legends coming along the way. But then Jange see this experience, but and then we continue to celebrate him. Yeah, wonderful, wonderful guy. Yes, Sadie, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave the new remind that as a country we need to have a museum as far as football is concerned. Because look, we need to keep history because from when we started our football belay, honestly, I believe we need a football museum in the country.
Definitely.
No, that's absolutely necessary. Absolutely necessary. Well, just last week, I went to this museum here in Japan. I was just shocked what I was seeing there that these people have documented about their life. I'm telling you, it's absolutely mind blowing what I was seeing. How much they document about their history from like in what year was this country in this population, like every single thing, how they were living their life from everything, even the birds they have in this country or the chickens that they have in the past, they have documented, which is not important to be honest, right? But every single thing, but malo lagay amon lagay that grew in that past, up to this day, everything transitioned to things. It was mind blowing. So these are things, and these are also sources you can attract, other, like not just keeping the legacy of these people, but also you attract attract tourism. Yeah, imagine guys say you have oh Biri museum is in the Gambia. Everybody wanna go and have fun like Biri. Those kind of stuff. But I'm going to gata. So sometimes, but I hope these are things you have going forward, because museum is a must for Gambian football. There have been a lot of legends of Gambian football. There are some, they are still alive, they are still there. But how many I'm not how they are there, to be honest. Like I might talk to you about Gambian football, but I'm a legend. I don't even know them.
Yeah.
Which is sad. Yes.
My under ni coach ni wata na kan yayi kul ni kay no bro na kan yayi kul wala dama re amo o sam di bo ken hamne o sam mo tan ni ko no wotula wala ba hamne ki kal ni na no ile ni ki hamne ni go hamun fan la moy len ki mon di ka indi Gambia so team ki mon di ka Gambia football mon di ka indi trophy mon len captain den trophy ki moy Ozial mon len record books da si wara neka ki moy Mario Zedel. But it's just sad seeing it. It's just sad. Gambia is a sad country. Our legends comes delivered.
You forget them like that.
Just like that.
Yeah.
Just like that.
Just like that. And anyways, comment go ahead. Like Suf said as he come. Biri. 5 years on. Yeah. What a player. Anyways, you move on to this tragic news that occurred over the course of the week. There's a lot that happened over the course of the week. There was that crazy accident, like insane stuff in Gambia. If I see how people are driving in the Gambia, I'm the tears officer. Like, but the incident with the under-16 basketball team, male and female, going to Guinea to play. Of course, we talk about football, but this is in the domain of sport as well. It's absolutely insane. I'm very here. Fortunately, there was no casualty, just injuries. I hope they remain like that. But how insane it is that people are traveling from Gambia, a national team traveling from the Gambia all the way to Guinea, going by land. I can understand Senegal to some extent. Even Senegal said what happened, but I can understand. Going to Senegal to some extent. But Guinea, you are talking about 24 hours journey on a bus, young player, like
kids.
Young people of this country, our youths. It's absolutely insane. Che, you saw the news, right? Yeah. You saw the news, right?
Gis naa ko understand, but dama mer ba buguma dem into details pour check ko sax xam nga was Chama dama ko dee wax sooy dégga dëkki ndeysaan Gambia ngay dimbali bi mooy dëkki ndeysaan dëgga fii ngay gis kuy caxane bakken nii bakken nu mu foore ñu ko caxane mel ni kéyti mel ni gerte saaf lifin xoolti gerte saaf understand waaye moom tamit Chama I blame our authorities I even blame our people boy buñ la dugal si yoon yoo xam ne it's not safe if you are representing your country understand nga dañ la war a teg si good condition Chama there's this saying boo xam ne man musuma ko support mooy ne as a citizen waruloo wax lan la ma suma dëkk defar instead loo war a wax mooy lan la defal suma dëkk loolu man mun ma ko nangu accepté ma ko xam nga naka nu fa demee Cham ah man suma dëkk dafa ma war a defal plateforme boo xam ne dama ko mën a delloo njukkal tey we are all parents Cham man maa yow seeni moom ba ci loola Chama dañ am doom suñ doom yi dañ leen a fiit try pay leen school gars yi jàng pour gars yi am plateforme pour mun a lii seen life understand xam lu baax xam lu bon den su gars yi pare gars yi choose lan la ñoo defi after ndax dañ ñoo delloo njukkal o dañoo ko def seen life loolu is up to them waaye ñu make sure ne ñun teg nañ gars yi si condition joo xam ne is ok dëgg la war a mel da nga war a teg sax seen si condition xam ne is ok ndax ñoom tamit ñu mun a deliver naa expecté ni ko jël yooni gannaaw yooni suuf pour dem ba Guinée understand nga expecté ko bu dem compete mu war laa mun a jox loolu li nga soxla xanaa plane bu gën a safe sa gën a gaaw sax soo yaay si flight da nga am jet lag togo sof nekk si yoon Chama lii daal dafa daw yaram daal bi su ma si bëggee continuer damaa génn into sports dama do into politics te bu ma do into politics nañ bàyyi noonu
yeah, and then we'll follow up with another crazy accident. Boys, they can dream. Gambia it's absolutely a mental country. It's completely mental. I saw that accident. I didn't even want to see it because I got a Gambia. Don't have any problem. But I see I videos like you do. But you have to get the prepare or the some viewers see. But what at least like these videos have. Viewer discretion is very important. We take it lightly. Every platform you go to in Gambia, like I post it. But I'm not how many put this load is very difficult for them. So my guys, anybody could make us in media. So you say anything that can be horrific or can be difficult for anybody to view it, be it an injury in a player, can be damana or that so you know. If we don't want to see like good will happen, that is the reality. But I'm not how many they struggle to watch these things. So if you are seeing it, at least prepare your viewers by telling them viewer discretion or something. Then it is at their own discretion. Like you said, what have been said. But so the footage will surprise them. Sometimes it can cause shock to people. And look like guy that seen it. Gambia is mental. I want to see the guy who made it. It's mental. It's crazy. Yeah, what do you make of this journey?
Well, honestly, it's difficult. But again, as sports leaders, definitely meant that the athletes are the most important. Without them, you don't exist. You understand? Because they always have to be at hard time. And honestly, because I'm not, they are kids, but I'm going to parents, so you say that these players have to go through this. They discourage dummy from getting into the sport. Honestly, I think it's problematic, because government sports has to give hope to these kids. But since they're going through this, they will be discouraged. I'm told that some of these kids, their career could be permanently off. So, well, honestly, it's disappointing. But I hope we learn as a country and honestly do the right thing.
Yeah, and then I believe the kids like they will be taken care of very well and compensated. It's very important because like there is no compensation we will not cover what you just spoke about. That is, I mean, you have mentioned career, and you never know where their career could have reached. So like the amount of compensation we want them through. See, it should be like immediately situation happening, we had the means to get a private jet to pick them up and bring them. why didn't we think about this in the first place? Huh? Why did we think about this? Like we can do it. Understand? We know we are like when it comes to finances, we struggle. If we cannot, let's just refrain from participating at the end of the day because we are not able to. But like you cannot just take the like we know risk move. Like, a lot of things could have happened. It's absolutely mental, definitely, absolutely mental. Yeah, man. Our thoughts are that Missy boys. I hope they recover fully. I hope come in ko hekas what is no cause what is na continue no go prepare with injuries it mu nek something that is repairable. No rek lay ñaan yalla fu nek di. Our thoughts are with them definitely. Yeah. So Buba ñëwut nak. So foog ñu laal si foreign based players there has been a lot of transfers happening Gambia with Gambian players. I think in the last week player like Ali Sow finally signed a contract with Riders for that was another player kan lawati but Ali 3 years la sign with Riders. Owens wow no Nottingham Forest. Like that came out of the blues, but it was something that was cooking not now. It is long time ago saying, yeah. What can you tell us? Because last year they went for trials, right? They went on trials at Nottingham Forest, and then he ended up at Olympiacos. And then finally he's back at Nottingham Forest. Like, what happened? Tell us. Said we got Dobby Bicola. He's striker factory. Bico.
Seni.
Yeah, coach.
dama laa remind nag mosoon naa laa wax dara. dama bëgg a dellu si tey nag nga jaajëfal nga jox naa ne xorom dama war a digg si yow vraiment ñëw.
Yeah, honestly, this transfer is good for our football. Honestly, it's Gambia that has won again. So he's going to a team where they finished 6th position. Which is not bad. And I'm sure he's going to start with under 21. So at least with proper development. Because he has gone to this level, but there are those who started this. He started from he was actually in Nigeria as well, but that did not really go well for him. He was playing for us, which is still bigger football club. Some 2 seasons ago, he actually finished at he actually got the golden boot as well. The way indicated that his development is rising as well. So Yunko is the the very best of luck. I'm sure he's going to do well. I'm sure the likes of Minte himself, Adam, etc. The future for football is bright.
It's absolutely bright. Che, kontaan nga. Jonah sa horop.
No, kontaan ko tey. Waaye anyway, dama ko tonné seen moom suma boss la moom mooy suñu président bi future président. Chama dama ne alhamdulilah rabbil alamin xam nga. Di gërëm tamit Thierno Samba xam nga si move bi because tamit bu ñu fàtte tamit. Players dañuy play but agents ñu lay def the bigger job on naka sax behind closed doors. Xam nga di ko jaajëfal suma tom. Di ko ne maa ngi xaar suma share nag. Yeah. Chama Lamin Sila Owens. I think it's a good move for the Gambia. Especially with Biko. I'm going to recent profile because of Adam Bujang, Yanko Minti, Legi Lamin Sila. The fact teams begin to help Biko Legi. Right? Begin to help Biko. So Seni, Lee is good for you for your club. Understand? And I hope that you guys continue to continue producing good and exciting young players. Yeah. Chama, kon ma wax rek Owens ñun ñoko jëgal scout wala mu naan man mako jëgal scout tay bo mu ngon academy lay bojam bi understand Momo Francis Gomez gaay bokka same flight bu ga dem Nigeria ma ngi pictures yi ma ñew ñu ngi taw ci airport man ma nga seen diggal ñu jël pictures I still have those pictures waye dama ko bay mu sédé rek mom bu mu bay ma diñu ko rek ba after c'est la ko do mëna génni xam nga yaa def moom mu dem mu mënut a adapt He was a good player. We gonna adopt lifestyle in Nigeria. We gonna make. Mu challenge. After he came back, Francis Mustafa. So Francis Mundeme Fini Nutati. Everton. Understand? Yeah, if you can remember, Winston they won sometime last year. For last year alone, they won to UK. They won trials. Nottingham Forest. They won for trials. Yeneen teams. From now on, so lañ bokkoon. Seni.
Yeah, right.
Wow. More Francis daje woon nañ Nottingham Forest together. Well, France mun dem from them to different teams, Forest, Chelsea, Newcastle, Everton, different teams around them. More France they won in trials in Nottingham Forest. So more man, it was not a surprise to me. Understand? Man yek na news bu yaga di bla Fabrizio di ko gene. Ba ngoy am na mun loko from there biti. Because everything is connected right now. See when it comes to transfers. Man tamit maa ngi si football business I know so many things happening behind the scenes. So di ko jaajëfal rek xam nga di ko ñaan tamit this is just the beginning. He has a long way to go. Comme ni ko seetlu mu ngi am si youth si under 20 under 21 te Gambian players bëri jaar nañ fi jaar nii but very few ñoo ko si mën a mel xam nga luckily bëri na fa mën a Gambie ñu fa nekk yéen communauté doy na ko exemple understand pour mu inspire ko xam nga mun France mu fa Angleterre tamit comme Gambie dëkk bu ndaw la understand so not gonna focus somewhat work on his physicality yeah mu hit the ground running but I think he's in a good team in a good league understand and I think he will develop te yéen ko yàlla defal jàmm.
No, definitely. I got 2023, 24 top scorer, 40 goals in League B, and last season he had a wonderful time at Olympiacos Sen youth team. He won the cup at the league, played in the Champions League, Youth Champions League, proving himself there, and now he is here. Wonderful move for him. We wish him all the best. 3 years contract last signed for at Forest. And, hopefully it works out for him. Student space one of the players.
Wow. No space mom. Masa wana mo si award de. Namote mo ko bi. Lami always win na. Mbegere tum sala mo mbegere.
Yeah, Hawks.
Mbegere Hawks mo ko wini. Mo tam se biya la ko fini. Abdoulaye Cissé. Akan wat. Akan Mohamed Iran Bana. Lam siri mo win. Nañ seet.
Let me say, well, other moves to happen. Joseph Cisse moving to Empoli, which is also a good move. Empoli went relegate recently from Serie A to Serie B, so they can go out in their ranks. That is a good one. But one move that I have not even posted anything about it in the Jollof Football Bantaba page, because to be honest, in the last 3-4 days, I've been seeing things. Majala where Munuma def dara. I'm going to load of money that. Mohamed Job, Hugo, smart star. You can remember, since the under 20, I love that kid. Last season, I think this was in League B. I think the injury is more concerned alone. But he moved to Ukraine in a second division team in Ukraine, which is a good start for him. In terms of qualities, we all know so he stays fit. Do yaga team them Cherno Moretz, something like that. Yeah. I'm very happy to see him back in the game again. After not seeing him for a very, very long time. Ache?
Definitely. At some point, from our time, young run like na yigo.
Yeah.
Wow. Chama ñun leen bo gis am nga ñun ñu xam ci football am nga leen bo gis Gambian football dem kanam am nga xalé di sign dem ci kanam. I think it's very good. Why Chama Leon tamit Chama jar na taxaw seetlu waaye xam naa du ci programme bi waaye fu nga ñambas ko rek mooy Chama Gambian football foo mu naa ne 4 pillars yi ni ñoo ko amee or 4 units yi ni ñoo fa nekk mooy you have the administrators, the referees, the footballers and the coaches. Chama Gambia administrators are going high up the ranks. Referees are going there. Players are moving. Are moving. Chama, where are the coaches? Why every sector you get progress except Gambian coaches. Lola Chala, popular M. I'm not going try invite coaches association bi ñu mun ñu see waxtaan because lii Chama is very important. Man, I am a coach. Understand? It's a big concern for me. ñaata nit ñoo bàyyi ñoo jël coach dafa seen carrière à dem fi dee bañ jël leen in the future. So lii moom dañ war a coach Chama ñoo tànk ba another day.
Yeah, Papa, say about referees. Papa, we saw the news. Like confirm, it's not a confirm because of the rumors leak. This is official communication. Casting a very important role. For me help develop referees. But if once we get that confirmation, I'm not able to mention this what time, inshallah. Sini,
Chama, man, diga ndu pawa kasama. Man yëg naa news bi. Yëg naa ko man tamit. Bakati Demba, Masengo ko, but he didn't respond. Understand? Tey suba ma yëgaat ne loolu fake news la. Understand? Try naa pour ko was suma koto la suma waay la. Understand? Naa try after that ma call ko si la news bi digal. Then from there xam naa yow tamit di nga ko share ak suñ audience ñu xam ne digal or digal.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, Sini. Let's talk about Ali. Space if you want to, but when you can do it. Ali so Riders for he renewed his actually he signed with them because he was on loan there last season. Now he's there permanently, 3 more years. It's a big signing for them, for the club. It's a big signing for them because of Ali, what he did for them at that club. I think in their history, he has the most goals in a league season in their history as a club. The 19 he scored last season, that's the highest they have scored as a club in their history. And now they have signed him, which will be a big contract, obviously. Should be a big contract. Should be the biggest one in their club. I don't know. But what do you make of his signing with the Turkish side? Do you think he could have get something better, or do you think it's a good move staying with the club? He's at the twilight of his career, I would say, because he's in the 30s now. But there's still a long way to go, right?
Yeah, with Ali, we have to talk about his consistency. We have to talk about that. I think he's one of the few Gambian players who has maintained the level. He's already 30. So I mean, I believe he still has a couple of he has more to play. So honestly, I think it's actually a good good move, honestly, because the Turkish league is a good league. It's actually a good league. It's actually ranked quite okay. So I'm sure he's going to continue the good form he has put up. And this is a team where Jal Usman was with as well. So I'm sure he's used to the system already. So it's going to be a continuation for him. Then hopefully so I a good season time or 2 good seasons. Hopefully he can get the chance to go back to Italy.
Foofu nag moo nekk man suma xelaat nag moo nekk suma problem because of the age he is at. You just say he's 30, I think. So if he has another 2 good seasons there, that would be 32 or something, or 33 or something like that. And at that stage, it will be very difficult for him to go progress up in his career, I think, especially as an attacking player. So that's why for me, I maybe this is a massive contract. It's a massive contract for him at Riders Sport because of all he did for that club. But I just believe with the position he was in, contract can be ending at Rostov, the Ukrainian club, right? The Russian club rather, and then he having this big season after I think it was an opportunity for him to have a massive contract at the same time go to another level in terms of his career. Man, loolu laa nekk di xelaat ndax fu mu nekk nii na mën a jëlaat another step. Yeah, his consistency is absolutely top notch. What do you think, Che?
I think football, Chris, ak Messi surtout Chris sax bu ko am moom moo nekk ci naat ci football yëpp Chris moo tax football léegi sa loo am skill sa sëriñ ko lu ñu waxoon mooy sa numbers yi ngi dee am understand nga loolu si Chris la commencé léegi age wise players ñu ngi ñoom Zeko ba léegi ñu ngi sign yaay players ñu ngi mag ñu ngi sign still now with the top clubs understand Zlatan bu ko man doon sign he was 37 Chris Laika bu ko man doon sign he was 37 understand so those one is just about
ma Manchester United moom mënuñu sign player nag
ah
ma ne ko simaatu leen nag si sign player nag
non ene dama la exemple rek understand teams bëri ñu ngi woon ñu ngi seen ay mag ak age bu gaay toll xam nga so dafa des si player bi si man léegi 30 years moom nekkatul mag si football léegi te gañ sax 35 la ñu mag waaye 30 years moom non dafa des si moom rek léegi physicality understand ak noma si moom mën a put in so loolu la rek bu ko léegi soo demee medical dañu mën a xam sa yax bi lan la antal xam ne kii yax bi mu ngi baax mun naa dem fort so yeah Ali moom dara jomb ko mun naa player te physical he is strong am mu ngi baax.
Yes, another player that could be on the move is Jibril Silla. Rumors door nañ. I think Fode post on he was undergoing medical, if I'm not wrong. Let me just go back to Fode's post on that one. Then we can talk about that one. Jibril Silla, yes, he said transfer update. Jibril Silla is close to joining Algerian club ES Setif on a 2-year permanent contract as a free. The medical examination has been booked for this weekend. So that means that this move is close, and Jibril Silla will be staying in Africa with an Algerian club. Setif, we remember they came to Gambia, played against Fortune in the Asini, what's your thought on that one?
I think this is a step up. You know, they actually have a good league. You know, it's actually a poor league as well. You know, so honestly, I believe it's a step up. You know, I'm sure regularly, you know, he's going to play in the CAF Champions League as well. You know, so honestly, it's a good move, and I'm sure financially, you know, got the
it will be better, yeah. And then looking at the performances, Sawaji Dema Musko, open of the season, Singate started the season very well, scored a nice goal. And in midweek too, see European Conference and European qualifiers, there was Babkar Gay playing again, helping his team progress. And the two young Gambians at Paide, that is Kor. And Kor, did he win the player of the month as well? Or didn't he? Kor, Asan Kor, and Maitoma Pablo. They're scoring for Paide in the Europa Conference League qualifiers, and they are going to the second round of the qualifiers, which is a hill progress. Harnar si tamit gis nañ ne team bi progress nañ over Levadia in the Champions League qualifiers, RFS. They are going into the second round of the qualifiers. Like right now, there's a lot of Gambians playing in this European competition that you cannot even keep up with all of them, which is something that we are very happy with. This is what we want to see. We want it to be overwhelming to the point that we cannot control it ourselves. And that is what we are seeing nowadays. It's getting more and more and more every year. So keeping up will be a little bit more hectic now. That's why the more the platforms, the better. So everybody will keep informed. So that's why, yeah, for me, like no longer whole side other platforms. It's all about Amga. You don't even need to do it. Just use that, share it, and then go forward, because we are all doing the same thing. We are all in one boat trying to promote Gambian football at the end of the day. But yeah, it's good actually seeing the number of Gambians in European competition now, and the potential in the Champions League to start. We will see a lot. And Europa will be Conference B. There's a lot. To be honest, I don't even know the number right now. I will do a check. Maybe Buba definitely then we see how many potentially we can have in the Champions League and the Europa Conference and Europa League. Okay.
Waaw Chama moom comme ni ko waxee rek la ñun moom li ñaan lu tax ñu ngi jolo ñu am fi jolo foofu tabax yu mel ni si la bokk understand mun a gën a jaay suñu players yi gën a jox qualité suñu ligue bi understand nga so loolu la rek ñun tamit dañu war a alhamdulilah ak suñu naataango yi nga xam ne ñoom tamit ñi nga am seen online football page yi nii di ak tamit jigéen ñi suñu jigéen ñi Chama tamit jigéen are doing very well in football xam nga dañ leen war a acknowledge xam nga so like yeah definitely ñëpp a kontaan ñëpp ñu ngi kontaan Gambian football mu ngi dem kanam waaye xam nga dañoo war a gën a work on suñu national league si xam nga ñu gën koo dooleel xam nga players tamit ñu dem tamit ñoom tamit let invest back in their clubs loolu na leen dimbali because ñoom tamit they were once a player xam nañ difficult su gars yi day face understand so there's nothing wrong with ñu nga ñëwaat jënd share sa club understand comme fa xaalis sa teammates yi sa xale yi sa rakay ñëpp ñu mun a am chance ñoom tamit mun a ñëw op man daal loolu tamit
okay, comme ça, why you got it, Steve? Man, this guy's same program. I don't know if you were following the program that they did. Their end of season awards. Exactly what you're talking about. This is his mindset when it comes to why he set up that team, because he feels that this is my expertise, or this is my zone, and I believe this is the way I can help to move the next generation.
I mean, beyond football as well, after football, so.
Absolutely, Sani. Yeah, but we will see a lot in Europe. So it's just you get for Owen who play, right? Because of Lola because Europe what's his name? Nottingham Forest, they are in the Europa League, because Nottingham Crystal Palace they demote to the Europa Conference. So they are in the Europa. So who knows if they can, secure their position early in the group stages. You will see players coming from the youth academy, and especially if he starts well there, they will give him the opportunity. There's a chance that we could see him play in these competitions, and a lot more, right? How many do you think we will see this year? Has any? If you were to put a number to that,
could be a lot, but it could be a lot.
It could be a lot across all the European competitions. Yeah, and even the youth leagues and all that. Because my guy, you must check comments. Coaches are not good enough. They have to step up to the higher heights. Say, the coaches are definitely the bowler.
100%. We have to do. We are not good enough. So long time you have 100%. So while no one for invite coach Australian. You mun ñoo wax luy problème.
Luy problème. So why you mean like Henry, my dear brother, I think we need to change everything in this country. Yeah, the can be move before I change. Because why I mean, great these guys, coach. And that's my jazzy. Well, when I go jazzy, man, my heart will be jazzy Billy.
No, you need Halis. No, you need Halis. Imagine ko. Nañu patronize.
But anyways, guys, I think it was a nice one. Prediction final betay. TMT Greater tomorrow. Seni, who are you going for in that final? Where do you think? Well,
TMT last season, they were there as well in the finals. They lost, so I believe this time around, they want to win. So I think they should win this time.
Yeah, TMT, they are doing a great stuff. I was just scrolling. I remember the guy said website be like they are at a level. They are good. They are doing well. They are doing really well. I see what the work they are doing on the background and stuff. They are doing well. So yeah, good team. Greater tomorrow time very disciplined guys. Guys set up their own stuff, going about their business quite well. So it will be a very interesting final. Cheer for your kind of I believe it
will be a tight game because Greater tomorrow ñoo at the NC quarterfinals global penalties. One thing was in Greater tomorrow at TMT they don't win try in 90 minutes because penalties. Because the only game they won inside 90 minutes were against Real semi-final. But all the other games they go win on penalties. New Zealand win penalties. But for TMT last FA Cup final they lost to Melina on penalties. So let them try and win the game 90 minutes. So I'm going for a 2-1 victory for TMT. Because
I think I'm leaning towards TMT too. With the experience, because I want to go with space, but I'm more them. Those two players they have their ranks. But definitely I jello this league. That is goalkeeper. Small boy. But
yeah, no. Do you class?
No, ñoo bokkoon batch. Moom mi ngi woon arts class, maa
Right.
ngi woon science. Yeah.
waaw after
Donc,
ñun ñoo bokkoon ñun tam ñoo bokkoon baaj centres yéen high school yéen bokka Methodist ah
Methodist, yeah.
waaw
Methodist.
ñu woon together centres
Yeah. No, start. Man ko ene naa ko nag. Ene naa ko win bi.
moom la de wax Cannavaro striker xam nga Cannavaro dafa gàttoon waaye dafa mën a jóg mbuka yaa noonu la mel ñu gàtte noonu la mën a jóg mbuka Batis
What you go?
yeah.
Yeah.
2015, you know, he was actually the leading goal scorer. You know, Gamtel with Gamtel. I can remember that.
Yeah. No, he's a
waaw
good guy. He's a
ba
good
pare
player.
am na expérience moom Moussa Camara am na expérience bu mag si FA Cup
Well, yeah.
Mhm.
am
It
na
will be
expérience
interesting. I would try to stay up and watch it. But how much will be there? But I would try to stay up 4 o'clock. It's in a couple of hours now. So, like what's the time now? It's almost 3, right? In Gambia, 3 or 4.
No, 2-4
4.
It's
Yeah, 8 minutes. 20 to 4. Yeah. I will watch it. I will watch it. I will start it and see. But anyway, any final word?
yeah. Like, happy to be back again. I know, you know, they are listening as well, or watching as well. You know, so it's good. And I mean, you know, good to see that government players are, you know, actually having this kind of transfer, because at the end of the day, you know, it's just going to make the national team
Strong.
better. You understand? So you know, hopefully it continues. And you tell me as well, as leaders, time, you know, we have to do the right thing, and hamne that, you know, the athletes are the most important. So yeah, happy to be back again. You know, yeah, it's a pleasure.
It's a pleasure, Che.
waaw di leen jaajëfal rek Thiam am nga rek di jaajëfal si audience ne leen jërë ngeen jëf for staying with us xam nga keep on liking ñu comment ñu share ko the video dem fu nekk di leen jaajëfal leen jotti dégg Thiam sorry wala ma fàtte dama fàtte completely suñu programme last week dañ ko fàtte mooy di demise of Keba Dramé ko known as Djibouti Djibro
Yeah. Please go
xam nga
ahead.
sax I will take this opportunity to pour jaale Kanifing yëpp Kanifing is di jaale Coaching Association di jaale GFF understand nga di jaale sama bopp di jaale ñun tam kóotu parce que ji suñ koto ñoo lay campé every day understand nga kóotu lu ñoo nekk tey nawetaan mënu si play na bu ñoo ko play cohérence play na si part important te def bi de advice understand nga demi nag dafa ñëw as a shock to everyone because ji was like ji yaru na tey na dal na waxam bëriwul foog mu ngi téye kurus every monde ak toos yi daf koo or nit ku baax nit ku am diine nit ku am yar xam nga te play na Gambia national team play na Gambia represent na Gambia understand nga France senior team dina play waaye play na all national team levels xam nga di ko ñaan yal na ko yàlla xare ajana yal na saram yàlla si suñu loxo ko ñu si mbokkam lañ bokka yal nañ ko yàgga ñaanal xam nga di loolu laa bëggoon a wax laasu dañ fàtte because man laasu da yàgg moom dama ñëw rek after ma dem bëggoon naa ko waaye after dama fàtte xam nga so ma ne ma jël si opportunité pour jàlle ñëpp xam nga
yeah definitely yàlla suuf seera si koom yàlla ko yàlla xaye si àjjana bi ko si àjjana yeah but yeah guys tey ma ne loolu leen amaloon on the platform bu leen fàtte comme ni ko cewee bu leen fàtte if you are not subscribed to the channel make sure you do, and if you can follow you see other platforms we are on all the we are on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and X. So please follow us on these platforms. We try to put in a lot of content there as well. So yeah. But inshallah, we'll be back next week for the Gambia football show again, and in between we will have some content coming your way. Apologies maybe for the last week. A lot of updates new coming soon, but hopefully we will be back on track this upcoming week. Yet again, just the next week inshallah. See you in the chair, in Dagon and the Kanam.